Hey, Mom and Dad and Xtreme Kids, how are you doing today? We are going to learn about the creation story. And it's an amazing story when you think about how God started everything, how He spoke, and the worlds and the stars and the grass that you see and the trees that you see and all the flowers and the birds and the fish all came to be because God spoke and it happened. This amazing thought. One of the most amazing thoughts is even the gospel of Jesus is found in the very creation of all that He had created, all that God had created. And it's actually found in the very beginning of Genesis chapter 1. And that's what we're going to learn today at Xtreme Kids Family Time. The creation story. 7 days God created. So let's read. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light. And there was light, and He saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. So the evening and morning was the first day. Light. What light was that? Was that the sun? Was that the stars? What light was that? Well, it couldn't be the sun, because according to what we're going to learn today, that was actually made several days later. So your question to answer this week is, what is that light? And why is it so good? Day 2. It says, and God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So evening and morning were the second day. And God said, let the waters under the heavens gather together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and He gathered together the waters, and He called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let the earth bring forth grass and herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed in itself and on the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb and that yields seed according to its kind, and the trees that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and morning were the third day. Do you see anything that we mentioned here in day 3? I see grass and trees. I wonder when the birds are going to come. You can hear them in the background, don't you? Well, let's keep reading. Then God said, let the earth bring, God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens, to give light to the earth. And it was so. And then God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. And He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heavens, and to give light to the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and morning were the 4th day. You can see one of those lights today. It's right behind me. It's called the sun. Maybe tonight, if you look out and it's nice and clear, you'll see the lesser light that governs the night. That's called the moon, and all the beautiful stars. And God said, let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let the birds fly above the earth, across the face of the firmament and of the heavens. So God created great creatures in every living thing that moves, with which the waters abound according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth. So there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day. I wonder if you can hear the birds. I hear them. Do you? You know, what's your favorite bird? I love blue jays. My mom's favorite bird was the cardinal. But there's a lot of finches too. They're really fast. And hummingbirds, they're so fast that you can't even see their wings flapping. But you can hear it. Pretty amazing, isn't it? And God said, let us bring forth living creatures according to its kind, and cattle and creeping things and beasts on the earth, each according to its kind. And it was so. And God made the beast of the earth according to its kind, and cattle according to its kind, and everything that creeps on the earth according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God created all the animals. Wow. That's amazing. What's your favorite animal? I like animals. And even animals are good for food too, huh? Yeah. And God saw, God said, let us make man in our image according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and of the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. And God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, see, I have given you every herb that yields seed, which is on the face of the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed. You too shall be to you for food. Also to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the air, and everything that creeps on the earth, in which there is life, I have given every green herb for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. So there was evening and morning, and it was the sixth day. Wow, even God created the very first family. You know, even you have a family. Whether you have a mom and a dad, or you just have a mom, or you just have a dad, you're still a family. You know what's even more amazing than that? You're part of the family of God if you know Jesus. That's a big family. We got a loving daddy. His name is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Elohim. Very interesting that we're part of his family. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. And on the seventh day, God rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. You know what the seventh day is called? It's called Sabbath. It's a day that God has set aside for us to rest with him. The Sabbath rest is for me, and it's for you. So as you think about creation, think about all the wonderful things that God has made. There's one thing in all of creation that he made that's extremely special to him, and that's me and you. Because God sent his only son for me and you. God will redeem all that he has ever created. But the thing he loved the most was me and you. So today you're going to do a really cool craft with Miss Rachel today. And that craft is called the 7 Days of Creation coloring book. I want you to have fun with it. And Mom and Dad, each day is a craft for you. So you don't have to do the whole book at one time. Just do one day at a time. Read one day of creation, day 1, day 2, day 3, and so forth. And each day you're going to add to your coloring book. And the most amazing thing is that God is the author of the book, right? He's the one who wrote the book, but you can be the illustrator, the one who creates the pictures. So in the same way that God created things, we can also make things. He's given us gifts to do that. So have fun, enjoy your day, and enjoy your worship.